A very good afternoon to you all. Greetings from Cape Town. I hope you are doing well, and I hope everything has been good so far. I wish you the best ahead of time. So this is just a random video. I saw something on Twitter about whether Black Americans are black enough, and it kind of triggered something in me, and I wanted to just share my voice on that. Before we even get into this discussion about whether Black Americans are black enough, I think the main question we should be asking ourselves as Africans is as to whether we as Africans are black enough. Because there's been so much going on in the world, and looking at our time of independence up until this day, there has been so many transformations, despite the fact that we are trying to decolonize the system and try to adapt systemic models that best fit into the continent. We've grown so much, we've learned so much from the West, and they keep learning from us. And I kind of not understand why we keep fighting each other when we are trying so much to integrate the continent. Like it doesn't sit so well with me that Black Americans are trying so much to get into the system, and we are trying to like backslide them, kind of like bite them back, bite them out of the system. We see Black Americans doing so much, paying forward in terms of like paying forward in Africa. We see some of them coming all the way into the continent, to those kind of like deprived areas in the continent, and contributing so much to development in the continent. You can talk about those key people in like America, in terms of those black people who are doing well in the economy, who are paying forward, giving scholarship, coming back, building schools, doing so much in the continent. So if you are in the continent, the question that you should be asking yourself is, what are you doing as an African in the continent? Meanwhile, there are other people that are coming from outside who we claim are not black enough, paying forward in so many ways. I think most of the times we are ready to criticize people for the deficiencies we see in ourselves. Like we kind of like attack African leaders for not doing so much. We kind of critique them, right? But as young leaders coming up, you have a position, and you can use that platform to promote the policies and the kind of changes you envision. But what do we see? We come into the system and we kind of do the same thing that is going on. So at this point of always trying to call out the wrong people, I think like we should start with ourselves. I keep saying change begins with us. It begins with me. If my life can inspire someone, I'm making changes. I don't have to wait for like I don't have to wait to be in the kind of position before I kind of embark on that. So like this whole thing of, I don't even understand where this conversation is going. Are Black Americans black enough? Are they this? Are they that? People are like, Black Americans should come back to the continent and stay in the continent. That's how they can build the continent. Who told you that people must move from where they are, what they've known for ages, move to Africa and like something like a totally strange land, stay there before they can make changes? You want to tell me that people cannot be outside the continent and contribute to the continent? Most people that are actually enhancing or promoting development in the continent are not located in the continent. And then you sit in the continent in your comfort doing nothing, and you think you have the right and platform to sit somewhere and criticize someone else for not being black enough. You've changed. There's been so much change over the years due to globalization and integration. There's been so much. Africa has changed in terms of our language, in terms of culture, in terms of fashion. So much has changed. So to sit and say Black Americans are not black enough, my question to you is, are you black enough? What are the attributes of black people? I just want to know that. What constitutes someone as a black person? Do we have characteristics of a black person that some of us are unaware of? Or is there something that would have to do to show that we are black enough? Before you criticize someone, before you point fingers on the other person, that she's not done this, she's not done that. You should basically sit and be asking yourself. I think when you see that deficiency in yourself and your inability to do that, then you tend to kind of criticize people. I don't know, I'm so emotional, I know, just pardon me for this, but I kind of like it didn't sit so well with me that people would always pinpoint, like, just criticize people for no reason. We are trying so hard to integrate the African continent. There's been so much in terms of free trade, in terms of we're struggling. Like, we have so many issues, guys. We have so many social issues going on in the continent. We don't need this. We need that unity. And if that unity would come from Africans in the continent and those from the diaspora, I think we must appreciate that. We must appreciate any single person who puts something out there to promote the black skin, whether it's coming from the diaspora or people inside. It kind of motivates that black child in the continent, if you don't know, to also aspire for such heights. There are people that actually moved outside the country in 10 years and they have gained something like maybe their papers, they have legal documents to be classified as black Americans. You know how much they're paying forward to the continent. You know how many people move out of the West every year to come back to Africa to conduct developmental projects, to come back to places they align with. So please, like, I wish someone can just sit and educate me on this whole thing about black people not being black enough, or black Americans not being black. Like, seriously, like, I am tired of having this kind of conversations, and I just wish I had, like, today is just random, I just wish I had a group of people that could, like, share their voice, because these are my personal opinions, these are my personal, like, my own ideas. I just wish we had those people that would share this kind of, like, their ideas on this. If I'm able to find my colleagues around and they're free, I kind of like would like to do something, would like to like do a little kind of roundtable discussion on whether black Americans are black enough. And it's difficult at this time because most of my friends who are supposed to be here are also not here. They've gone back to their places because of the pandemic, and virtual thing, it's becoming more difficult to handle as I struggle so much to organize this kind of programs. Please, let's stop this thing. Let's start by asking ourselves, what do we even mean by black enough? Like, I want to know, do we have really, like, I need to know exactly what we are aiming at. What is this whole black thing? And let's just stop promoting our ideas on everybody. The fact that you lived in a village and that village people act in a certain way doesn't mean that everybody should act in that way to be classified as a black person. It doesn't mean. It comes with our actions, it comes with our ideas, it comes with what we put forward, not what we say. Don't just be talking, act. Do something. Then we would know that, like, black Americans, like, we know, yeah, this is black and we can align with that. This whole thing is actually exhausting. Seriously, we need to stop that. So yeah, I'm sorry for getting emotional. My name again is Theresa Ayerigah. This is my YouTube channel, and I don't know, recently people have been advising that I do so much of social issues, so I would be coming up your way with some of the social issues, something on emerging contemporary issues. That is my field. In terms of my academics, I'm doing that, and so I kind of like want to integrate that into my YouTube. So I hope you love this, and kindly share with me your ideas on whether black Americans are black enough. I don't know how you want to put it, but just kindly share your views with me. Like the video, subscribe to my channel if you love them, and share with friends what you think about what I say. So it's goodbye from my end. Kisses and enjoy your week. Bye.